Carlos Nelson with Cascade Sports, and tonight we down there in North Carolina with one of these Division I girl athletes. Uh, from my inside information, girls coming out of high school, the people that are looking at her talking about she's going pro, and I have a whole lot of respect for those the scouts and the coaches that feed Cascade Sports some of these top athletes in the country. So without further ado, we have Miss Elle Stone. Hey, Elle, tell our audience a little bit about yourself. And you already know the drill. Go back to kindergarten.
Well, I started playing basketball when I was in kindergarten, obviously. Well, at first I played soccer, but then I transferred to basketball. But when I first started, my dad was actually my first ever coach. And so we played at this like Boys and Girls Club when I was probably like 6. And then growing up, so we were actually in California before we moved out here. So then we moved.
What part? Tell them the schools you went to and what you was doing out there on the West Coast. We got West Coast ballers on this show, girl.
So we're from Santa Barbara. So we moved to Santa Barbara and I started going to elementary school at Elwood. And so during that time, I actually played on 2 teams. One of them was a boys team, which my dad coached. And so I was playing with boys probably 5th, 6th, 7th grade. So during that time, and then at the same time, I was also playing for this girls team that family friend, Jelani Hicks, coached. So I was playing with him probably like all the time. Like he was like my main coach. And so growing up, like they've all like seen the potential in me. But obviously at the time I was a little kid, so I was all like, okay, yeah, so whatever. But then once I entered 8th grade, I actually started playing for this coach named George Albanez. So he was my other coach for 8th grade and then 9th grade summer for AAU. So I played with him for 805. It was a great program. He's a great coach. He's definitely like a coach that's on you.
What did you get from him in particular? You know, each coach is different. A lot of coaches are different and add different things to your toolbox. Run it down.
So with Coach George, he was like detail. And just learning from him, it's like, it was just, because he saw potential in me too. So he would get on me. Like, it's just me, like for me, it was mentally in my head. I was like, but he got through to me. And so he would just like, he would yell at me when I had to be yelled at. So now like I take that like from him. It's like, I do need to be hard on myself and I do need to do things correctly. And because knowing me, I don't like to really make mistakes, but with him and like all the other coaches and even my family telling me, it's like, it's okay to make mistakes. So, and him, and also George, he's like, because I'm also like he has an older daughter, so I'm like very close with his older daughter, Kiani Albanez, and she's one of my mentors. So definitely being like around his family and just getting to know them more. It's like he's worked super hard to get where Kiani was and where she is today, because she actually played overseas and she played at Gonzaga. So just having like people like that, like Jelani, people who know what they're talking about, has just like helped me so much to just understand like where I'm going, because they've all done it before.
On a 1 to 10, how and this is more so for the young girls that are coming up, this question for you to answer. How important is it for you to have good people around you? Like you're talking about, for you to go to the level that you're on right now?
Yeah. It's really important. Like, it's
1 to
probably
10.
Like 10. It's a 10.
It's a 10?
Yeah.
All right. So you leave California and you come on down south.
Yes.
What was that change like?
It was definitely a culture shock because like where I'm from, there's like no really there's not much diversity. So coming out here, I was like, whoa, like oh my gosh. But definitely like leaving all my close friends, I did feel homesick at first, but since the very beginning, my teammates at Creek, they open arms, I was fine. But it was definitely hard adjusting because I've been in California my whole life and I move out here in high school where like that's a weird jump. So I was like, do I really fit in here? Like I want to go back home.
What
But
was the coaching as it relates to the coaching style, the playing style, and how have you adjusted? Or
um
what or did you even need any adjustment? Because your
yeah.
last coach might play did the same thing this coach. I don't know.
I feel like my old high school coach in Santa Barbara, he he was like he didn't necessarily get on us all the time, but he's an old head. So like you know.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
me.
And like it's just sometimes I love the girls. But I just sometimes wish like he was on us more. But he's very wise. I'll give him that. He's very wise. But now coming out here with like Coach KD, it's like she's on us all the time. And plus we have two more old heads on the coaching staff, Sarge and Coach CJ. Oh my God.
Without throwing nobody under the bus is more so it's a breath of fresh air for you.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So coming here, what was the difference in the play out on the West Coast and the play here on the East Coast?
I feel like out in California, it was like super up and down. It's like
Run
run,
and
go,
gun?
yeah, just go. But out here, it's like, and also playing out here for AAU too, it's like all the girls like slow down the game. Like they're bigger girls too.
What's your measurements?
I am
Weight and height.
okay, height, I'm 5'11.
Oh, all
And
right. You
then
got a little something. You bringing a
I'm,
little something to the table.
yes, I'm trying to get to 6 foot. But I think weight, last time I checked, I was like 130. So I'm pretty light.
Yeah, well, I'm only 180 and I'm 6'1". And last night, I don't know whether you knew Felton. Do you know he's playing tonight in the finals.
Mhm.
When I look, he talking about he's 6'5" and like one really lightweight. And I'm
Yes.
like, how do you mix it up down low? Are you
Oh,
rough and ready or are you silky smooth?
I mean, I could give you both, but because now, like, because playing against like bigger girls, it's like I gotta be scrappy. Like, I'm not gonna let you push me. I'm not gonna let you know. I'm not gonna let you push me, knock me over. And I have been getting a bunch of rebounds.
All right, all right. I got off subject for some kind of way, but what I want you to do now, run down the beginning of the season and run down your play, each game, how you feel you played, and how you should have learned and built on that.
Yeah.
Run it down.
So in the beginning of the season, it was a rough start because obviously we're adding like new people to the team. So it was like we weren't really like connected as a team, but and then I got injured in like the beginning of the season with my ankle. So I was out for a couple games. So it was a rough start, but then going forward, it was we all got closer and we all learned each other. So now it's going smooth. And during the games that we played, definitely like we all each play a role. And I feel like my role it's like to calm everyone down and just like when I'm in the game, like I create like open shots for everybody. Cause like I'll be in a spot and I know where to move to get someone an open shot. And when I have to go, like I'll go get a bucket. If I haven't like got a bucket, I'm gonna go get a bucket. but I do feel like we've learned how to definitely like calm down because that was our problem. In the beginning we were very emotional, like very emotional because we wanted to like get ours, but that's like not how it works.
Everybody wants to get theirs.
But like my like in the beginning, like I don't like I wanted to get mine too because I had a rough start. So it's like let me get
What you say? You being honest? You wanted yours off
I'm
the
be
top?
honest because like at first I was like, gosh, like I've had a rough start. But now it's just realizing like you even if you don't get like the amount of points you usually get, you can still impact the game by playing defense, just working hard because as long as y'all win,
that's the bottom line.
All I care about because I'm trying to get a ring and I'm not gonna go to the playoffs and not get a ring.
Tell me this. What's y'all's record? Do you know your record?
I think we're 23-3.
All right. So, what's your play been like in this tournament? Run that down. How many y'all have had 2 games already?
Yeah, 2 games. And tomorrow's the championship.
Y'all playing the championship?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and smile. Give me a cheese. uh, tell me this. Run down who you played first, how you played, not the team played,
Yeah.
and who you played second, and how you played, and what you felt you contributed, and run it on down.
So the first game of the tournament, we played against West Mech. I feel like I did good. I rebounded. I passed up the ball because the team like it was like a slow game. So I feel like I just like passed the ball well.
Yeah, I heard
like,
y'all blew them out.
Yeah, so it was like sort of like but
How did they
definitely
even get in y'all's bracket?
You said what?
How did they even get in your bracket? I thought this was for elite teams. The thing that y'all are involved in right now, the tournament.
Yeah, I don't really know how. I don't know how.
Had you ever played them before?
Yeah, we played them in our conference.
All right. Did they
Yeah.
put up a better fight then?
No. No.
Steamrolled them. So go
Yeah.
ahead and tell me how you played.
I think I did pretty good for like that slow game. But then when did we play again? We played Wednesday against West Charlotte. I feel like that was a better game because I felt like more fast paced. But I got rebounds. I got chase down blocks. Oh, I could time those perfectly. Like I love doing those. And then getting to the rack, shooting my mid range.
All right.
It's gotten better because freshman year I had a really nice mid range, but then like I sort of like lost it. But now it's coming back, and I'm super glad about that. And
why is it coming back?
because I had a sophomore year, I became the point guard. So it was my first time being a point guard. And so I obviously like ran the plays, had to get to the rack. So I never really got to like pull up. So I was like, let me just get to the rack real quick and get a foul or kick it out. But now it's like, because now they have me at the 3 and the 4.
That's what I was going to ask you. We've been talking all this time and never mentioned what position you played.
Yes. Okay. So I could play the 1 through the 4, but my spot is usually the 3 or the 2. But I'm fine with playing 4 too, because they usually I flash up, and that's where I can turn, shoot a pull up, and just like shoot a little midi.
Do you consider yourself silky smooth or rough and ready or a combo?
Combo.
Combo. All
Yeah.
right. Now let's go down this list. On a 1 to 10, what kind of handles you got? Don't give me no jive either. Get your coach on this daggone interview.
Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna give myself a 6. I'll give myself a 6. Yeah.
Hold it. And I would believe you got a solid 6, probably a 7, because I think you underestimate. I don't know, but now, you got a crossover?
Yes, I do.
1 to 10.
I'll give myself an 8.
8. 1 to 10 on the D. Red light,
8.
green light, or do you got to shut down just straight out red?
I'll give myself a green light.
Green light? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Where you like I'm old school. As you said, you had the old school coaches.
Yes.
Every time I'm always referring to Dr. J because he was the doctor, make the house call on you. It's like, you know, where you want me to operate from? Where you like operating from on the court?
I would probably say that's a good question.
Think about it.
Dang, I never really thought about that. Because usually when someone puts me somewhere, I was like, okay, I'll do it. But I'll probably say when I'm at the top
Some
of
people like to operate deep in the corners, either side of the basket, some top of the key. But you talked about your mid-range.
Yeah, I'll probably say top of the key.
All right.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
All right. So, how do you feel that you're gelling with your teammates?
I feel good. I feel great.
Girls say I'm like James Brown. I feel good.
I feel great.
Yeah, all right. All right. Now with let's get serious about this. Cascade Sports is home of the student athlete. How important is your education?
It's very important. Like very important. Because that like, if your grades aren't there, then there's
everything is dead. Ain't nothing happening.
Like, everything is dead.
Talk a little bit about your relationship with your dad as a coach and being your dad. What is that? You know, kids don't understand. Some of the kids that they coaches, not dads, they don't understand a lot of times. I don't know whether your dad was like that. The coach be on their kids more than they be on the daggone team that they coaching. Run that down.
Well, obviously at first I was hard-headed because I was like, oh, you're my dad. But as I got older, I was just like, because obviously he knows, like, he's watched me grow and play my whole life. So it's like, he knows what he's talking about. And obviously just having to come to like realization, be like, dang, he's right. And just having to listen now. It's like,
isn't that hard?
Yes, it was. But now I'm like, he knows. And I'm sorry, I'm accepting it. I'm like, whatever you tell me, I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna try to apply it.
All right, so now, and I don't want you being modest because I don't want to have to be looking over here at my cheat sheet. Run down some of your accolades. Some of the teams, the superstar awards or whatever you done accomplished over your career.
Let me think. Freshman year, I know I got all Cali High. That was like the player of your league. I made it to first team. Dang. Then sophomore year, we won conference tournament. Then I got first team again. And I was like in player of the week. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Yes, you are.
I'm forgetting.
Tell me this. Do you consider yourself a leader on the team right now?
Yes. I think
Go ahead.
I got a reward. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out on it.
You old like me. I'm 72, and so my brain locks up on me every now and then. Yeah, it'd be right on your tongue. And
yes.
Yeah. So what is it like being a leader on your team? And how would you describe it and what you do that describes how you're leading and adding value to your team?
Mm-hmm. I think like being a leader, it's like it's a big responsibility because like you're taking on multiple teammates, and it's just like you have to learn and get to know each one. So it's like you need to know how to approach each person also. And my thing is like being a leader is like you also have to have like you have to be open to everybody and everyone's thoughts too, but also knowing when to like be like, no, like you need to calm down. And that's why I feel like the girls on my team, like they do really like respect like what I have to say. Cause like whatever I'm saying, like it's never to like put you down. It's to actually like help you. And whatever I say, it's not gonna be like coming from a bad place. So like they know like my words are always genuine. I'm like, hey, listen, like if I have to pull you aside, I will. If I have to like get on you, I'm gonna get on you. And like they know it's like she's not being mean or like she's actually trying to help
Being
me.
truthful, being
Yeah,
truthful, and asking your teammates to take responsibility for their actions, and
yeah.
that their actions are affecting the whole team.
Hmm.
And
Because one person's actions can literally mess up the whole like what you're trying to get to.
what was it like, and how should now I'm asking you to give lessons. Uh, when you were hurt and had to be on the bench,
Hmm.
uh, what what's that like for you, knowing that you a starter and all of this, and then think about and tell me what you think your teammates, the ones that don't get a lot of playing time, uh, run that whole picture
Yeah.
down, how you see it as a player.
So sitting on the bench, it was obviously tough because I was like I'm hurt, like I can't go out there. I want to go help you guys. I want to like be there, but also like being on the bench, like whatever the coaches in the beginning, like we talked about like the things we were doing wrong. And so like actually like sitting there seeing it, I was like, they're right. Like this is like we need to get this together. But also like being like in the like the teammates who haven't like really been in the game that much, understanding how they feel because it's like I want to go out there, like I want to go prove myself, but like they just don't get in. But also having to like encourage, even though if you're not in the game, it's you still have to cheer, you still need to like talk, you just have to do it all because the bench energy that really matters too. Because if you're if there's no energy, then it's like you got to have energy the day before the game and then the whole day and then going into the game. So it's like it's just important because there's like we've like been in games where like the bench was dead and we were just super quiet and it's like we lost. So it's like that's important.
And see, being a leader, you can't, like you said earlier in your conversation about your dad, a lot of times you can't see because you don't really want to see when somebody's telling you something. But
Yeah.
when you on that bench and you you have time to really look, if you that's what makes the winning team, and
Yeah.
for your players to be happy for you, and
Hmm.
for them to know that they got to work harder to get in your position
Yeah.
and wait your turn. What
Yeah.
Work hard and wait your turn is the key to success. All the
Yeah.
years I've been in sports, I had to wait until I was a damn senior to get
Yeah.
mine. You have different kids that are fortunate that have played all their life, but see, I didn't start doing what I did until high school. And
Yeah.
but they can learn from kids like you if
Hmm.
they're willing to look at what you're doing and not be jealous, have an
Yeah.
open mind. It's like you just didn't get there because you
Hmm.
look cute. You got there because you put a lot of hours in, and not just the hours, the team that helped you develop.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
with that being said, what would you have to say to a young freshman on how they are going to improve and go to the next level?
I would tell them it's like just take someone's spot. Take someone's spot. Like if you want to be, if like I'll tell a person like take my spot. You need it if you want to be on here, you need to take my spot. Like just just go after like because if you think about it, if you work hard and like you know if you just go with like I know I can take your spot, I'm gonna take it. So it's like just work hard and just also stay humble at the same time because that's important too. But if just go take someone's spot because you're gonna have to do that throughout your whole life. Like someone's either gonna be in front of you and you never want to be behind somebody. So I was like,
just take it.
Just take it. Like, just take it. Like, don't.
All right. Last but least, let's talk about some of the colleges that have given you offers, and on my little cheat sheet, I don't see whether you signed yet. Run that whole experience down with the colleges that you're looking at, why you chose, if you've chosen any, and run the whole scenario down.
I have not committed yet, but I'm starting to, like, take my unofficials. I'm going to take my officials soon too, though. But it's been a great experience, honestly, just getting to talk to different coaches.
Who's looking at you? That's what my audience want to know. What colleges? And you Division I, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all up.
So
that's a hurdle in itself.
Let's see. Okay, we have, try to think for the list. We have UCSB. We have Hawaii, Fullerton. Oh my gosh.
Appalachian State.
App State.
Furman,
UNCW. UNCW.
What's Charlotte, Queens?
Queens is like, it's here in North Carolina. It's like a small school.
All right. Do you want to go to a small school, or what kind of school? I'm saying, what are you looking for in your?
To me, it doesn't matter if it's a big school or a small school. Somewhere like where I know, like, I'm gonna be fine. Like, it's still, I still want it to be like I feel like home. Like, as
what do you want to do? What's your aspirations?
I want. Oh, okay. I have a sort of plan. Okay,
Run it down.
First, I either overseas or in the WNBA. If after that, I want to be a veterinarian, because that's what I've been wanting to do since I was little. So it's like, I'm a major in animal science, all that.
My youngest one wanted to be a veterinarian, had us buying rabbits and all this stuff while she was in middle school. And then she don't even do none of that now. But hey, I'm saying it was a good ride. She learned a whole lot, and having the rabbits and all of that in the house, it was, whatever. So, as I would ask you, who would you like to shout out to?
Oh my goodness. My teammates.
Give all your people they shout out.
My teammates, Maya, Liv, Avari, Jaden, Ali, Lili, Alana, Jazzy, Bree, Kennedy, Sydney, London, Coach Katie, Coach Sarge, Coach CJ, Coach Audrey, and Coach Shani, and all my people out in California. I miss you guys and love you guys.
All right. That's what's up. But as we always say in closing, for you chumps out there thinking that we soft over here on Cascade Sports, nah, we go hard in the paint, baby. And under that basket, we get rough and ready.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, good night.
This program is brought to you by the City of Fountains Coaches Association.